Hi, I'm Ian Lewis.
I'm Vinny Blood.
And I'm Simon Scott.
And this is
Razor.
Hello everybody, Just Call Me Ben here and welcome to the next countdown I am doing to celebrate the epicness that is Robot Wars coming back to life. Next up is a countdown of my top 5 favourite battles, including one of the most powerful robots in Robot Wars in my opinion. However, I will admit, when you think about it, it's also been one of the more unluckiest robots in Robot Wars, with numerous breakdowns and technical problems that we've seen throughout its time in the series. However, when there isn't a technical problem, Razor is definitely one of the most destructive and powerful robots in the series. It's also one of the most unique robots that's ever been in Robot Wars. So this countdown is going to be my top 5 Razor battles in Robot Wars. Again, just like I said in the Hypno Disc one, this is my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with my opinion, to put it simply, deal with it. I hope you enjoy and see you in the next countdown / whatever other video I do. Enjoy.
Let me remind you, this is for a place in the grand final. Razor, they have never won the UK domestic title. They are so desperate to win it. S3, who came through the loser's melee, let me remind you, on a judge's decision on damage and aggression. Slammed into by Razor into the CPZ and taking punishment from Shunt, and Razor's beak has penetrated the body of S3. The cylindrical body is held high. I've described this as a hammerhead shark. It is a mere minnow, gobbled up by the big fish that is Razor. They were in the right place at the right time. And this is a whale of a time for the Razor boys. And S3 are heading for the depths of despair. And Davy Jones's Robot Wars locker, sliced by dead metal. And a grisly end to worthy competitors. They fought before as Sting, but this S3 machine looked far more competitive and deadly. Is a credit to Pete Alsop and Ian Pritchard and David Barker. And they're still fighting, and they still want more. What a series semi-final this has been. Razor in, chasing and pursuing and nagging. S3 driven against the side wall, into the CPZ, dead metal awaits. The pincers close. You need to get it out from that mess. Razor still on the chase. In comes Shunt with the diamond edge axe. I wonder if we'll see the flourish of victory from Razor we've become so accustomed to seeing. Pete Alsop, a plasterer by trade. Maybe we'll go out and get plastered tonight to commiserate with his friends. And will the celebratory champagne be on the Razor boys? In squeezed and penetrated and pained S3. Under the cosh from dead metal. Still looking for more. Grisly and grotesque damage is Ian Lewis, a design engineer at the controls of Razor. So experienced. What can you do, S3? They're all after you. Into the CPZ again. The big vertically mounted disc has stopped spinning. The hopes have stopped surely for S3. Damage limitation just alive. The clock counts down. Razor squeezes. The judges will have to decide because they are still maneuverable. But we know which way it's going to go, don't we? Will this be Razor's championship at last? Quickly onto the attack, and don't count your chickens before they're shredded, demolished. The flipper's going to be no good, the boggle eye's no good against Razor. Razor already picking off the weakest of the opponents. Perhaps Ian Lewis and Simon Scott and Vincent Blood have said, well, Robo Chicken has to be the weakest. Challenge chassis sprung steel, lightweight but tough, but then look, they're now on the attack on Velocirippa. And that body is steel and armour plated. Nothing will resist the 9 tons of squeezability of Razor's beak, claw, jaw, whatever you want to call that monstrous weapon. Oh, look at this Robo Chicken simply lifted aloft, taken towards the pits, or will it be towards the burning torch? Yes. I'm fancying a bit of barbecue chicken. Well, it's not on the menu yet. It's on the way, I think, but look at this. What do you want, a wing and a little bit of breast? What? The smell of burning chicken in the arena. We have long dreams about this in preparation for a series. Oh, let me get back to the reality. Sorry, I was just caught in other things there, but here we go now. Razor onto the attack of Robo Chicken again. Piercing towards the heart of the matter, the very heart of Robo Chicken. Oh, and the eyes, can they see glory ahead? No, only despair, but very nearly Razor overbalancing there. They were slightly overconfident in the last wars. Go towards that CPZ, you're in trouble, because out come the House Robots. That's dead metal. A dead end in the way of Robo Chicken. Velocirippa here's got away almost scot-free. Danced around the arena, kept out of trouble until now. And a puncture mark to remind Velocirippa of battle with the Razor. And now on the flame pit. Oh, goodness me. Velocirippa's on fire for the minute. Got away onto the arena sidewalk. And I wonder if they're immobilised there. I wonder if the engines have been burnt out, Velocirippa. Certainly the Razor team on top. Velocirippa, I think, has been immobilised. Robo Chicken is still bravely clucking on. Velocirippa in trouble there from Killalot. So Killalot with that hydraulic cutting claw adapted from the jaws of light used by rescue services. Thrash 'em, Killalot, into the pit, and it's Velocirippa that goes. Razor, of course, survives, and so does Robo Chicken. So let's be honest, Razor team, if you win, you've got no homes to go to. It's your decision. Chasing on the Widow's Revenge and the rolling pin. Revenge is a meal eaten cold too. But Razor fears not and comes in crumpling. And now somewhere underneath there apparently is a handy compact mirror, some tweezers, and a little bit of lipstick in there somewhere. Oh! What's happening to Fifi and Madame Jilly and Madame M? Their robots being trashed by the puncturing beak of Razor. Oh, something flew off. The pit release button sounds doom and gloom for Widow's Revenge. No quarter asked nor given. Divorce lawyers are on the phone. Widow's Revenge are on the flames. The housekeeping money will be used now to repair Widow's Revenge for months ahead, or will it? I think some new wardrobe could be a good idea, boys. Oh, Ball Boy, Weasel and Potato Features. That's what they think of the partners. The Redbot counting Widow's Revenge down. Splendid Robot Wars entertainment. This is really what it's all about. Hatred. Razor in on the attack. In it goes again. And Widow's Revenge are out of it. In comes the Sergeant. Now you should protect the gallant ladies, gallant Sergeant. Matilda, what are you doing? Sisters of Mercy? The Widows are infuriated. Girl power, that certainly was from our Matilda. And the Widows come crashing back down to earth. I think they've actually done something to our floor flipper there. They sort of wedged it open. Oh, Razor. There's nothing left of it. Be merciful. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And this Razor gave them any advice there on how to build a robot, as if they did it was sneaky. Very good against something early on, but now your robot is trash and is about to be binned, because I think your partners may have given you some duff advice. Matilda looks on. Oh, Razor! They've driven into the pit!
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm at the controls. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew, Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend, in there as well. And Razor, Ian Lewis driving. There he is on the left. Simon Scott in the middle, and Vinnie Blood too in that box. And Matilda, look at the tusks, look at the flywheel. Tough. And perhaps tougher still, Shunt. That axe, diamond-edged and gleaming.
3, 2, 1.
We're down to the 4 best robots around. Firestorm and Razor, 2 of them. Razor immediately puncturing Firestorm's flipping weapon. Look at that, crumpling, buckling and bending. Firestorm went out on the all-out onslaught attack, as we knew they would, and immediately coming to grief. And Razor literally ripping through that flipping arm, clinging on now. And Firestorm, I think their main hope would be to push Razor if they can towards a pit or towards an angle grinder, get away, come back in, try and get in underneath. But what damage has been caused is that flipping arm now out of action. Look, it's bent. Metal almost ripped from the very frame. They're going in again to puncture. Well, this is very one-sided, and surprisingly so. Firestorm, they can still operate that weapon. Alex Mordew, if he can have a chance. The student, the 21-year-old. Razor, oh, triumphantly there. Lifting Firestorm aloft and holding it in the air. The crowd loved it. Great performance this by Razor. Theatrical, showboating, really. Now, Firestorm, what can they do? Again, it's that frontal attack, trying to flip, but it's kamikaze in the end. They're now in the CPZ, which means, of course, Matilda can come into play with the tusks and the drive. Oh, turning and getting the flywheel, and also inviting Shunted for some of the action with the axe. Poor old Firestorm there, taking tremendous damage here. They may well survive to go to a judge's decision. I think they are going to now, but look at the damage caused by those Razor boys. They think they've won it. I'd be amazed if they haven't. And Firestorm, look at that, the face of defeat. Razor immediately just puncturing any Firestorm hopes after the Firestorm head-on attack. It was their one tactic. They knew they had to go in on the attack, Firestorm. This was magnificent here. Razor knew at that point they'd won it.
2, 1. Activate.
We're getting Mark Holland, the brother-in-law of Alan, very much a part of the Onslaught team. Didn't fancy this, did they? Let's be honest. They want to stay out of punishing range of Razor, dodging around Matilda. How about that? Matilda, you were far too slow there. They got in behind Matilda and totally left her for dead. Onslaught trying to stay away from Razor. That's more important, of course. Matilda wants revenge. You can't make me look like a daft old what? I'm not too sure. One hates to think about descriptions for Matilda, really. Stuff of nightmares. Oh, look at that. They've driven straight onto the Razor beak. And Razor know. That's Vinnie Blood there with the thumbs up. They know now they've got Onslaught. They can do with Onslaught exactly what they want. And that is to let them go, because they know they can come in and crash. There was an attack of the beak weapon. They've got Onslaught by the tyre, by the wheel, a crash. And Onslaught, well, the tyre slightly, only slightly shredded, and it looks to me as if they've got full power and momentum. Or have they? Razor again worrying and nagging, and they pace themselves magnificently in this Southern Annihilator to come strong at the end. Onslaught, well, we better have a go. Charging headlong at Razor. Do you know, I'm not too sure whether they've got full crushing ability or whether they have done throughout. The tyre now fully shredded, so the damage was done. Look at that, the tyre, which had been shredded in the earlier attack, seemed to be okay, but no, it wasn't. And that will be a major problem now for Onslaught's traction on the arena floor. Razor bumps and bashes. Again, almost tentative, though, with the claw. Almost as if they don't want yet to pierce the steel chassis and the covering armour of Onslaught. Onslaught away, beyond Matilda, beyond the flame, spurting out from the arena floor. They're the remnants of its tires. Oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? Straight back into the CPZ. In comes Razor. Onslaught on its side. And I mentioned beforehand, if it was flipped over, it could stream itself right, but not on its side. I don't think so. Against the arena wall, and Matilda pressurised and punctured by Razor. Oh dear! Look at that! Matilda taking one on the shell. The rear of Matilda has never been quite seen like this before, and I have to say, thank goodness Matilda is on fire. Razor is destroying Matilda. There's the flame from Matilda. The tusks were raised. I think it was just the last sort of nervous spasm of Matilda. They're in major... Tildy, what's happened to you? Call on all your friends, the house robots. Kill a lot, do the gallant thing, take on Razor. Onslaught's long been forgotten. Matilda, kill a lot. You're a knight of the realm, sir. Get in, sir, and protect your Tildy. No, sir, no such fear. We'll let Tildy bear the brunt of the attack of Razor. Is there anything left of Matilda, I wonder? Onslaught, there's Sergeant Bash to have a jet. There's nothing left of Onslaught, I'm sure. And just when Matilda thought she was away, back come Razor. Down goes the pit. Go on, chuck Tildy down there. Get Matilda in the pit. Oh, Matilda, what's happened to you, dear? I think it's time you took a long rest, Matilda. Go on. Take a long convalescence, Matilda. Killalot, was Killalot nudging Matilda towards the pit there, everyone? I'm not too sure. The house robots seem to be teaming up with Razor against poor old Matilda. What's going on? Vinny Blood and the Razor team have won this Southern Annihilator. Poor old Matilda, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What on earth has happened to the darling of Robot Wars? Matilda, yes, I know, it's sad, isn't it? But she is our darling. Oh, Matilda, we will not waltz with you for a while, it would seem. On the flame pit again. Well, Onslaught eventually. Dead metal doing the right thing by Matilda. Onslaught in the pit. Razor have won the Southern Annihilator. And now Sir Killalot can come in for revenge. You're a little bit too late, Knight of the Realm. But what's to happen to poor old Matilda from now on in the red bot? Taking one last lingering look. Will this be the last we ever see of Matilda, I wonder? Razor, strong enough to be our Southern survivors.